You told yourself it was the last time, but it wasn't. You swore you'd change. You even cried about it. You begged God for strength. You felt free for a few days, maybe a week, and then came the trigger. The moment, the memory, the craving, and just like that, you gave in. Again, now you're sitting in the wreckage of your own choices. Ashamed, exhausted, wondering if there's any point in even trying anymore. Here's the question eating you alive. Does God still want someone like me? After everything I've done, after all the broken promises, after all the times I said never again and then did it anyway, does he still want me? Yes, not because you deserve it. Not because you finally got it right, because his mercy was never built on your consistency. It was built on his covenant. Sealed with blood, not yours, his, and that changes everything. In the military, they teach you something that sounds cruel, but is actually liberating. You didn't fall into sin. You walked straight into it. You knew the risk. You knew the cost. You knew what would happen, and you did it anyway. That's not an accident. That's a choice. And here's what the military knows that most men never learn. Owning your failure is the first step to never repeating it. In Navy SEAL training, when a candidate fails in evolution, they don't let him make excuses. They don't let him blame the waves, the cold, the sand, the instructor. They make him stand in front of his class and say, I failed because I wasn't good enough. And here's what I'm going to do differently. No excuses. No deflection. No, the system is against me. Just brutal, honest ownership. Most men never do this. They hide, they justify, they minimize. They tell themselves, everyone does it, or it's not that bad, or I'll stop tomorrow. And tomorrow never comes. The operator does something different. The operator looks at his failure, really looks at it, and says, that was me. I did that. Now what? Not self-hatred, not wallowing. Assessment. Because you can't fix what you won't admit, and you can't defeat what you won't face. Michael Jordan missed more than 9,000 shots in his career. He lost almost 300 games. He was trusted to take the game-winning shot 26 times, and missed. Do you know what he said? I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. Not despite the failure. Because of it, every failure was data. Every missed shot was information. Every loss was a lesson. He didn't hide from his failures. He didn't pretend they didn't happen. He didn't let shame keep him from stepping up to take the next shot. Kobe Bryant said, failure is okay. Everyone fails at something, but you can't let the fear of failure stop you from doing what you're meant to do. Here's what most men don't understand. Shame is the enemy, not failure. Failure is an event. Shame is an identity. Failure says, I did something wrong. Shame says, I am wrong. I am broken. I am beyond repair. And shame is a liar. David Goggins failed the Navy SEALs, not once, but 3 times. He quit, he rang the bell. He walked away, but he came back. And he kept coming back, until he made it. Not because he was perfect, because he refused to let his past failures define his future. You are not your last mistake. You are not your worst moment. You are the man who gets back up, every single time, until the work is done. Here's what's happening inside you right now. You've been hiding, not from God, not from others, from yourself. You've been sitting in the dark, convinced that you need to clean yourself up before you can come back into the light. I'll pray again when I get my life together. I'll go back to church when I beat this thing. God doesn't want to hear from me right now. I'm too dirty. That's not humility. That's pride, because you're saying, my sin is bigger than his grace. And that's a lie. Think about the men in Scripture, not the heroes. The failures David, and a man after God's own heart, committed adultery and murder. He didn't hide forever. He eventually came clean, and God called him a man after his own heart. Peter, the rock on which the church was built, denied even knowing Jesus 3 times, cursing and swearing, and Jesus didn't cast him aside. He restored him. Paul, who wrote half the New Testament, spent his early years hunting down and murdering Christians. And God didn't say, you're too far gone. God said, you're exactly who I need. Do you think your sin is worse than theirs? It's not. The God of the Bible left the 99 for the one. He knelt beside adulterers. He touched lepers. He ate with liars. He called failures his friends. He doesn't love some future version of you, the cleaned up, disciplined, pure version. He loves you now. In the middle of your mess, while you still smell like regret, while your heart still doubts and your hands still shake. That's not a free pass to stay in sin. That's a lifeline out of shame. Here's how you stop hiding and start fighting, not for God's love, but from it. 1. Stop trying to be better before coming back. You don't clean up before you get in the shower. You get in the shower to get clean. Same with God. You don't fix yourself and then come to Him. You come to Him, and He fixes you. Come home. Not to religion, not to performance. Come home to the arms that were stretched out for you before you ever got it right. 2. Admit what you did. Out loud, to someone. Secrets keep you sick. The dark is where shame grows. Find one person, a pastor, a mentor, a brother, a counselor, and tell them the truth. Not the sanitized version, the real version. I'm struggling with this. I've been hiding, and I need help. The moment you say it out loud, the shame loses half its power. 3. Stop trying to earn what's already been given. You cannot out-sin God's grace. You cannot exhaust His mercy. You cannot wear out His patience. He knew what you would do, every single thing, before He chose you. And He chose you anyway. Not because you're worthy, because He is good. Rest in that. Let it free you from the exhausting cycle of performance and failure. 4. Take one action toward healing today. Not a grand gesture. Not a vow you can't keep. One small action. Delete the app. Block the number. Make the appointment. Send the text. Go to the meeting. One thing, today, before you talk yourself out of it. 5. Stay in community. You cannot fight this war alone. The lone wolf dies. The pack survives. You need men around you who know the real you, not the mask, who will call you higher and catch you when you fall. Find your pack. Stay in the light. The dark has nothing for you. It never did. The same voice that called Lazarus from the grave is calling you right now. He's not saying, fix yourself. He's saying, come forth. Come out of the dark. Come out of hiding. Come out of shame. Yes, God saw that sin. Every detail. Every moment. Every broken promise, and He still wants you, not as a project. As a child, not to punish. To restore, not to lecture. To love. The next move is yours, not to prove you're worthy, but to admit you're not, and to fall into the grace of the one who always knew and never left. Eyes on target. Discipline forever.